Hello and thanks for joining me again. Today we are going to draw a cartoon dinosaur. Okay, so let's get started on this one. Nice and simple to begin with. As always, we want a kind of a curved rectangle. Rectangle has been squished a little bit smaller at this end, a little bit bigger there. And then we're going to use these guidelines across on there, look, just to get a little bit of depth, a little bit of shape to our character. So this, as you've seen from some of the other drawing lessons, this runs down the centre of your character's face. There we go. We're going to sketch in a couple of eyes there, so you know there's one eye this side of the line, one eye this side of the line. We've also got a nostril on either side, and our mouth is going to be sort of down here somewhere. So let's bring it all the way back up behind the eye. Now coming from the back of the head, we want to get in with our neck. There we go. And we're going to have a short little body here, and again let's go for a little squished rectangle again. Now a couple of bits we need to do for the legs. Let's just draw a circle in there. Now that circle is your dinosaur's thigh, sort of big chunky thigh at the top, and then very simply put a little foot in there for now, no detail on there just yet. Got the other thigh hidden behind, and again that foot in very, very simple at the moment. Now from down here, sort of your dinosaur's bottom, there's a tail. Just have it sweeping up. Now your tail is going to be thicker where it joins onto your dinosaur, and it gets thinner and thinner towards the end. So just using that as a guideline, thicken that shape up, and you have your dinosaur's tail. Now that neck just joins onto the body there. Now up here, this is where we want our dinosaur's arms. So let's just sketch those in really tiny for now, really light. You want our little hands on there, because this little guy is going to have his useless little arms that he can't use very well. And this is the basic sort of structure for our dinosaur. Now we're going to split these feet up into 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's everything we kind of need for now. Okay. Now we're going to go in and we're going to add a little bit more detail at this stage. Let's just find a softer pencil there. Okay, so starting off on the eyes. Let's just draw some pupils in. Remember to leave the white dot on the pupils just to bring your eyes to life a little bit more. Draw those eyes in there. And over both of these eyes we want kind of these little eyebrows. And those are sort of joined onto your dinosaur. This is part of the head. So the eyelids raised off. Let's just follow that back. You want kind of a nice sort of muscular neck really. Now along the ridge of the nose, again we want to keep that line in there. The arches for the nostrils, and let's do those nostrils. You got 2 little commas, shade downwards for your nostrils. Down the front, and then we want our dinosaur's mouth. Now let's do this kind of a little bit wobbly all the way back, and you want this right back sort of beyond the eye. And then let's put in a few teeth. Teeth all kind of pointing downwards for now. There we go. So goofy looking dinosaur. Our chin. Let's just put a little bit of something on the end of the chin there, just so it's not perfectly smooth. Bring it right back up, but don't fully join it on there. A little bit of a gap, so we'll get some shading in there, just get a little bit of depth to our dinosaur. Now the arms, we're going to keep these really nice and simple. Shoulder, the arms pointing down, just like that. Now on each of these fingers we want a little claw, Another little claw. A little claw there. Sweep the body all the way around there. You've got a bit of a belly on him. Again, keep these arms nice and simple. Got one claw, two claw, and three claws. You can add a little bit of shading on that back arm if you want. Set a little bit further back, again just to create a little bit of depth on your dinosaur. Go follow all the way around back to where this thigh is. Now, when it comes to drawing on the thigh muscle for your dinosaur, we don't want to go over this entire line. Start about here, come down, start about here at the back, come down, and that gap at the top is quite important. That's what makes it look like your leg is growing from your dinosaur rather than just being sort of stuck on there. Similar to what we did here, let's use these toes to put in some claws and just going around. Obviously this is not the most realistic dinosaur ever. As cartoonists, we don't have to worry about stuff being overly realistic. There we go, sweep it from the back. Let's just put those claws in again on each of the toes. And again, just see a little bit of that back leg. So if you want to add a little bit of shading on there, you can do. Now, coming onto the tail. But before we do the tail, we're going to add some spikes. So let's just one in there. Again, it's not the most realistic dinosaur in the world. Doesn't really have to be. Now using this tail, these spikes have been running all the way down the back here. We can actually bring one there. See how that's overlapping the tail? And all of a sudden, that starts to create this kind of 3D look to the tail. So again, just drawing in those lines, those sketch lines that we had. Draw that line in underneath that we want to keep. There we go. Got quite a nice sweeping tail. Just getting a little bit of shading on the underbelly there, just to add a little bit of depth. And then we can start looking at adding little bits of kind of texture and things. And then we don't want to go overboard with this, but we want to go for a few little groups of circles. So these are kind of sort of scales and marks on your dinosaur skin. So we don't want it to be too smooth. So you're literally doing little groups of little circles and ovals. And the key is with this is not to make it too neat. If you spend too much time trying to make this all kind of neat and tidy, it's just not going to look right. Let's get a few on the ridge of the nose here. So some of these circles bigger, some of these a bit smaller. You want them kind of running around the back, along the tail, and along the nose. But you don't want them absolutely everywhere, because then you just won't be able to see all of this kind of cool stuff you've already drawn. You can maybe have a little bit tops of the toes there. And now, just a quick little bit of shading on those spikes, just to mess them up just a touch. Don't want them too clean. And just add a couple of extra little lines under the eyes there, just to settle them back. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of shading underside of the mouth, just as that top lip overhangs and as the teeth overhang. Again, you might want a couple of bits of texture. And that is our dinosaur. Last thing we need to do, let's just ground him a little bit. So he's not just floating there, so a little bit of shading underneath those toes. Let's do a few little tufts of grass and a few little stones, just to create a little bit of a floor for him there. And there we go. There is our cute cartoon dinosaur. So have a go yourself. Enjoy yourself. As always, I'd love to see what you come up with. I'd love to see your drawings. Send them in, and I will see you all again next time.